Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome to my channel, and this is a reading for you for the week of August the 13th through the 19th. As always, if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you being here. I wanted to start out with some information that I have been gathering from some very advanced astrologers that I follow and have been following for a number of years about some energies that are happening right now that are affecting all of us, okay? The first is I believe we have 5 planets right now in retrograde, and Mercury is going to be going into retrograde here as we get closer to the end of the month. But Venus is in retrograde at this time, and Venus represents our relationships, money, and our value, our self-worth, okay? So with that energy, since it's in retrograde, it's having us look back on some of that energy that we may not have healed in the past. It'll bring up, it'll trigger, it'll do those types of things. It'll give you an opportunity to reevaluate, realign, all of the rebuild, whatever it is. Okay, it's also in the sign of Leo, so it may be affecting your inner child. So if you've had things that happened as a child that you have not completely healed from, or maybe you're a person that does a lot of self-healing and has done a lot of work on yourself, but still there may be some residual things that are going to come in that are going to have an opportunity for you to be able to look at again and hopefully allow you to release that yourself from that burden, okay? Venus and Uranus are squaring, and that's a very uneasy aspect for those two planets, and it causes disruption. Specifically, the disruption is for us is a disruption or a stress on our nervous system. So you may find during this period of time that you have sleep issues, like you find that you can't sleep all the way through the night, or you find that you're lethargic during the day. It could cause body aches, headaches. It can affect you in a bunch of different ways because this energy actually removes the harmony in your life, and it will also make you feel very triggered because you feel depleted, right? So that makes sense. It causes some mental anxiety at the same time. Pluto is also in retrograde, and Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. So that is those two energies represent transitions or transmutating energy. So in a way, it can be a really positive if you know how to work with that energy. You can transmute some of the things that are time for you to release so that you can build and recreate from anew, because that's what we are. We are builders. We, as beings, human beings, we are creator destroyers. That's exactly what we do. We create things and then we destroy things, and then we create things and we destroy things. The other energy that is affected by Pluto retrograde is our finances. And if you take a look around, you will notice that there is a stress on our financial system. We have a breakdown of the banking system that has been happening the past couple of months. So that is kind of your awareness of what that energy can do, okay? The good news is, there's always got to find the positive. We have a new moon on August the 16th that's coming in for us. And that is just a beautiful opportunity to set your intentions for the next month, to really look at your long-term goals, to reassess, reevaluate all of that, and to work on your manifesting to what you want to create, the positive things in your life. Okay, so I have already shuffled your cards. This is a new setup for me. I'm very new to YouTube, so I appreciate you taking the time to listen because I'm a newbie. But I do have a lot of information that I'd love to share. I've already shuffled the cards, as I mentioned. I've decided that I am going to start working with the Oracle cards. This month I well, I should say for your reading, I've decided that I'm going to utilize the Archangel deck from Doreen Virtue. So I'm going to start with that as your overall theme for your reading. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, hopefully you know your angels. This is Archangel Metatron. Now, Archangel Metatron is kind of like, he's kind of like the overseer of all the angels, really. That's kind of his role. And his message to you today is, and look at that beautiful purple energy, which purple is my favorite color. I work with this angel every day. This is one of my favorite angels. And I don't remember what his name means, but anyway, he is the Archangel Metatron. He's asking you to focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So if you have never worked with an angel before, this is an opportunity to work with one of the amazing angels that are here working with humanity to help us through this ascension process. Call on him. He wants to work with you, okay? So prioritize. That's your first message. Okay, let's see what we've got in terms of your tarot cards. Ooh, 2 swords. Oh, 2 knights. 3 swords. And 2 fours. Okay, so looking at this, you're out of the 5 cards, 3 of them are swords. So this would tie into the prioritized focus, right? Focus. Because the swords have to do with, our swords have to do with how we express from our mind. It all has to do with our mental work. It has to do with how we express our ideas, how we make decisions. Those are the energies that the swords represent. So we start off with this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, so all the pages in the tarot deck are representative of pages at court. Their role was to do whatever the bidding of the king was. Typically, they were runners for the king. And this energy is also, a runner could mean running messages, because this card is also representative of messages, or being a messenger. So this could represent a young person in your life that is coming in, or it could represent how you are feeling, that you're feeling younger, you're feeling more of this energy, okay? This is kind of a restless energy. So if you're feeling restless, it could be tied into all the planetary things for you. Or it could just be because that's the energy and the way that your astrological chart is being affected by all of these planets in retrograde at this time. This card could represent somebody young in your life. It could also represent the people that are listening to this message that may be going to school, that you're going to be facing some type of big exams coming up. This is also about a person who loves intellectual pursuits. This is a person that has a thirst for knowledge, okay? The one thing that I will say that is a cautionary note about this specific card is that to avoid gossip. This card is also representative of the busybodies in our lives, and we all have them on one level or another. This is the type of person that just likes to go around and gather all this information and then talk about it. So the cautionary thing would be try to avoid gossip, right? Because then that's just going to entangle you into energies that you really don't want to experience, possibly. Maybe you like to gossip, I don't know. But for the most part, what I pick up is, avoid gossip, because what good is it anyway, right? Okay, Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords, this guy So the knights, you have two knights here, and knight energy typically means just take action, go forward, go for what you want, right? Just go for it. Stop thinking, go for it. But this specific guy is, he needs to streamline his decision making this night. He is intelligent. He is in pursuit of excellence. He is very assertive. He's running towards his success, 100%. The other thing is, as a cautionary energy, is just be careful that you aren't becoming impatient with those around you. Because if you have it as your mindset that you're just going to go full tilt, you're going for the things that you want, you don't want to step on other people as you are progressing forward. Take time to organize your thoughts, okay, before moving forward. Your second night has to do with, this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor type of an energy. He's your Prince Charming. So it could mean that you're going to have romance coming in for you. When I see two knights, so we've got these two knights together, it could be a thing where you have someone from your past is returning, either to work with you on a project, someone that you've known from your past that's going to come in that you haven't seen in a while, that's either going to help you with the project, is going to start working with you again, or it could be because you've got this Knight of Cups. It could mean that a past love returns. Okay, so those are two things that could happen with these knights. This knight is also, the thing about this knight is that he wears his heart upon his sleeve, but he's a very trustworthy individual. So this also talks about inspiring you to come from your creative aspect, whatever it speaks to your heart that would make you happy. Maybe you want to start a new hobby. Maybe you want to start crocheting, or you want to sew, or you want to do rock collecting or rock painting, or whatever it is that makes you feel happy inside. This is a good week for you to start those types of projects. Okay. So we have the 2 4s. 2 4s to me typically means that you're going to have an opportunity to, specifically because we have this Pentacles, right? You have an opportunity to possibly find a work that is much more fulfilling to you. But this card, this 4 of Swords, this is a card of having to slow down and to take a break. And if you look at this person, he's lying here, right? The 3 swords are above. He's got this 1 sword beneath. And again, the swords have to do with our mental thinking, right? So once again, we're talking about prioritizing your thinking for your highest priorities. This guy has to slow down a little bit because there's still things hidden that he is not aware of. So it could be that something's going to come up for you to look at, but at the same time, in this window up here, it looks like this gentleman right here is blessing this younger person that's looking for a blessing. So blessings are coming, but it's also asking you to just slow down, take some time to heal, because once again, like I had mentioned with all of these planets that are in retrograde, you may find that you are just being, run ragged, right? And so it's okay for you to take some self-care, whatever that may mean for you, whether that is taking a vacation or just getting away for a few days. Maybe that means going to get your hair cut, because I don't know about you, but I love it when they, massage my head as they're getting ready to cut my hair. Could be a massage, whatever it is that helps you give yourself a little bit more self-love and help you renew. That is going to be very beneficial, okay? But it looks like blessings are coming in for you. And then you have this 4 of Pentacles energy. And if you look at this guy, he seems to be really hanging on to his money. So this card talks about building your foundation, building your financial foundation coin by coin. And it's talking about accepting your worth, knowing what you're worth. It also talks about gratitude, feeling gratitude, because when you start feeling more gratitude towards the things that you have in your life, the people that are in your life, the things that bring you joy, that opens that opportunity for spirit and the universe to bring you more things to be grateful for. This card is also a card of asking you to be a little bit more generous. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, help out every person that you come across in terms of financially, because Pentacles has to do with our finances. But this could be a thing where maybe you need to be a little bit more giving of your time, giving of your knowledge. And the thing about giving, right, is that when you give to others, a lot of times that energy comes back to you. So what you put out, you get back. So that's an opportunity for you to look at that as well this week. Okay, so it's really interesting how perfect this prioritized card is, because again, it talks about the mental things that are coming up for you this week, but it just really ties up this whole reading very nicely. So once again, focus on your highest priorities. Call on Archangel Metatron. I work with this energy every day, and I tell you, this is a beautiful angel to work with. And it also tells you that he'll help you get organized and motivated. I hope this reading has been helpful to you. I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Until then, enjoy your Sunday.